got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age, just acting our age. There's people here that I just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last. Freedom.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Panthers going up against the Colts. With that, let's get you up to Indianapolis. Standing by, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. They'll come out in the pistol, and he'll give it here to his running back. Shreds the tackle. And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. A big play there, 81 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll run it here. Ooh, with a juke. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they'd prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The play clock's running down. Now it's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was in the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd and long. It's Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete. There's is the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
A first down throw for Hackenberg. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Detroit! Detroit! Check three. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
On second down, Hackenberg again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Hackenberg. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. .43 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw on second down is Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 22. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. On second down, here's Hackenberg. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one, and earns him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the red zone now, Hackenberg. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it's Hackenberg. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They come out here in the eye. Third and short yardage, Hackenberg. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
You know it's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. For this drive, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time. As
the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Hackenberg. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Second down, Hackenberg. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 3rd and 1, here's Hackenberg. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Another pistol look here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Hackenberg on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, and now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 3rd and long for Hackenberg. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. It's a gain of 16 on 3rd and 16, and that spot moves the chains. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Hackenberg looks to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating 1st downs and moving the ball downfield.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got a problem.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Newton on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now they're in the hurry up. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Newton now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Here's Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Flush to his right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Their big tight end. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hackenberg firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run. And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Newton on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton surveying the field. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Newton now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And the Colts coming out now. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They go play action here on first down, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Hackenberg. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read in the hole right at the 44-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Hackenberg. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really nice play to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Hackenberg on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So 2nd and 10 here. Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Colts, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.